Hey guys, I just wanted to jump on here real quick. I'm going to be making a quick video about how we got into real estate. It's a question I get asked a lot, and it's one of my 2021 goals is to be able to share more with you guys, not just about real estate investing, but a little bit more about ourselves too. So how we got started. We never really were interested in doing anything real estate related. It was nothing that I grew up thinking I was going to do. I didn't have a passion for it. How it really started was in 2014, me and Joe needed to relocate over to Burlington County. Joe was working for Burlington County Engineers and he needed to have residency requirements, so we had to go over to Jersey. We looked at apartment complexes and we were really close to moving into an apartment complex in Cinnaminson. But then Joe's dad had found an investor who was getting rid of a property for cheap, and had asked if Joe would be interested in purchasing the house. So that's how it started. It was a house that was missing part of a roof. It was crap. It was dirty. It was filthy. But it was a cool house. Joe's family was a little bit more already, they're already equipped to renovate homes. That's essentially what they do. I was just kind of along for the ride, but I was ready to go. Back then in 2014, we had no idea what we were doing. We had to pick tile out for a bathroom, and we had showed Joe's parents, and they said that didn't match because we truly didn't know what we were doing. But we fell in love with the process. We fell in love with doing projects together. I somehow along the lines had stumbled onto a podcast called Bigger Pockets Podcast, which was about real estate investing, and I had shared it with Joe, and then we both kind of got obsessed with the idea of gaining passive income and financial freedom. And really, when we started renovating the house, we loved doing it, and we thought maybe we would flip houses, but then we started getting into the idea of wanting to own rental properties and get that passive income. So from there, that's what we did. We worked with the realtors. Because before we were realtors, we worked with realtors. We went and looked at so many houses. We put in a ton of offers, but because the houses we were looking for needed work and they're below market value, we were competing with people who had cash and we didn't have cash when we were financing. So we lost out a lot. And that's how, one thing I tell my clients all the time is, if you miss out on a home, I totally get how that feels. It happened to us plenty of times. And it's very cliche, but the things you miss out on, we wouldn't be on the path that we are now. So I'm grateful for every, home that didn't work out, because we wouldn't be where we are today. But we were looking at houses a lot, and it sparked the idea for us to. So we were looking at a lot of houses all the time, multiple times a week, and we always joke saying what if we just became realtors? We could look at the houses ourselves. We wouldn't really have to work our schedule around anybody or wait for anybody. Which is funny to think is that when we initially were thinking about getting our real estate license, it wasn't essentially to become realtors and help people buy and sell and invest. It was really because we wanted for ourselves to be able to go out and look at properties whenever we wanted. So it was perfect for me at the time because I really was getting into real estate investing. I didn't know much about the home buying side yet, but I knew I was really interested in real estate investing. And I wasn't happy at my 9-to-5 job. I always knew I was meant to do more than sit at a desk doing a 9-to-5 working for somebody else. I always knew that I was going to do more. I just didn't know how I would do that until we purchased our first home together and we got inspired to do more. So I took a real estate course, and this is going to be for anyone who's thinking about becoming a realtor. I didn't quit my full-time job when I wanted to become a realtor. You really can't unless you have a lot of money saved. It does cost a lot of money to get started in real estate. I took my course at nighttime after work. I drove from Doylestown to Cherry Hill, New Jersey, to take my course and finish my course. It wasn't until I had my license, I wasn't doing really any business yet, but I was so miserable at my job. One day I just picked up and literally just like walked out. I knew it wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. I had the one reason that said, you know, just go. I remember walking out that day, and Mary, if you see this, shout out. Mary, who was my team lead, was like, "Are you sure you want to leave this way? You might need this place as a reference." And I remember saying to her, like, "No, I won't. Like, I'm not, this isn't what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing real estate, and I'm going to be working for myself, essentially." So that's what I've been doing since. And then me and Joe ended up getting pregnant, and we thought it was a good idea at that point that Joe would get his real estate license, so that when I was home with the baby, when baby was first born, that we would still be able to keep the real estate business we had up and running together. So he got his license, and when I was pregnant, he was doing showings, and when baby was born, he was doing showings. And now we both acquire our own clients a lot of the time. We help each other with each client. Joe specializes in a lot with first-time investors, showing them the process that we did to acquire our rentals and helping them get into their first property. So that's how we got into real estate. Really, we were just inspired by our first home and first renovation, and we wanted to work for ourselves. So if you or anyone you know is looking to get into real estate and you have more questions about, I'm sure you have a ton, I didn't answer too much in here. I was just really telling our story. But if you have any questions about getting into real estate, or if you have any questions about investing, just let us know. We'd be happy to help you guys. So look out for more videos. We'll be talking a lot this year about investing and real estate.